Take part in a 7-day transformational experience. Join us on the island of Oahu in Hawaii for a NIA White Belt intensive training in October 2009. Immerse yourself in the joy and healing power of NIA. The training will include over 40 hours of workshop, class time, and movement technique. The NIA White Belt will initiate you into a lifestyle program to keep you stress-free, healthy, and fit. If you choose to do so, you can license to teach NIA after completing the White Belt intensive training.
The 13 principles that we learn in the NIA White Belt provide tools for someone not only to condition their body, but also their mind, their emotions, and spirit. For example, the first tool or principle is called the joy of movement. When you are connected to the joy of movement, then the next day, when you wake up in the morning, the body says, let's do that again. You never have to guilt yourself into exercising or moving because the body is so coded to doing things that are joyful and pleasurable. When I took NIA as a class member, I couldn't figure out why this practice worked. It was so simple. There I was, really not bouncing around like I thought an exercise class was supposed to do. And I was working up a great sweat. I got my cardiovascular up. And besides that, I was getting stretched, I was getting strengthened. And why did this work? I really didn't know. It seemed like magic to me. And so that's one of the reasons I took my white belt, is just to find out why this practice really worked.
I took the white belt to deepen my own understanding and practice of NIA and what is NIA about and why do I love it and why does my body love it. Sensing it through the spine. Everybody sees your elbows. It affected my life in all aspects. I saw changes physically in my body. There was more tone. I lost weight. Begin to communicate through the core, hand and core. Beautiful. The NIA White Belt was just an amazing experience that way, and something that I couldn't pick up just from attending one class at a time.
My white belt meant a lot of things to me. It was a very unique, special, intense, sometimes uncomfortable experience. I went into the white belt thinking it was all about the body, moving my body, how to move my body, when really it taught me how to be in my body. I thought that I knew what it was, but I didn't. Sensing the wrists, sensing the flick of the wrists. Flick. Flick.
Well, one of the great things about NIA, when I did other formats, it was simply addressing the body. And that wasn't very satisfying to me as a whole person.
Like we're shy. We're shy. So shy. So shy. Whoa.
With NIA, I learned that I could tap into my emotional realm. I also became more aware of my mental realm and the idea of spirit. Spirit could enter into my dance.
Express our extremities. Express the waist.
With a lot of movements that claim to be mind, body, spirit, NIA really is. And I learned that in the white belt.
Everybody should be able to receive this, and I have the tools to be able to share that. And in the sharing of that also growing myself.
Charming.
I did the white belt a little over a year ago, and I have mostly in that year been a student, and that was great. I think being a student, a white belt student, is wonderful because you get a deeper appreciation. Each class means so much more.
NIA trainer and black belt Ken Gilbert of Santa Barbara, California is the trainer of the white belt intensive training on 7 days between October 8 through 18. Ken is one of 16 NIA trainers worldwide who is certified to give NIA white belt intensives. Ken has taught and trained NIA practitioners throughout North America, in Australia, New Zealand, and South Africa.
Ken Gilbert is a very unique individual. He's very intense, he's very focused. It's evident that he's very committed to the NIA practice and being a trainer. I feel like I really got my money's worth with Ken. He didn't skip over anything, didn't make anything easy, and I think that's a great thing.
His white belt trainings are precise. They very, very clearly convey the essence of NIA. He's really schooled in the NIA principles, and he conveys them with great integrity. Everybody sense your chest. Everybody sense your head. Let it wiggle. Let's sense our pelvis. Here we go. Sense pelvis. The creativity of teaching NIA. It's a true creative outlet for me.
In sharing it with students, I'm always practicing those white belt principles, and in doing that, staying very connected to my body.
NIA really is an experience of joy for me. I'm doing level 1. Char's going to be level 2. I get the joy of movement, which is the first principle of NIA that we're taught in the NIA white belt. Martin's level 3. And there's a sense of the joy of community. My NIA brothers and sisters that I get to visit just about anywhere that I go in the country and even other places in the world.
It's really a sisterhood and a brotherhood.
That is the spirit of NIA. So much more inclusive, so much of sharing, so much of community, and we're all there for each other. The white belt is something that continues with you throughout all of your NIA life and beyond.
It's been a fascinating journey, starting with the white belt.